That type of the year in the NFL, meaning post-Super Bowl here, teams already looking to 2026. New head coaches, Joe, new general managers, and new directions here. And we start in South Florida, as we talked multiple times already on the show. Big news coming down. One of the best wide receivers over the past decade in the NFL was Tyreek Hill. You couldn't stop him on the field. Wide open every play and a big-name player. But now you're 32 years old, coming off a devastating injury. The Miami Dolphins said, "Thank you for everything, Cheetah. Here's the door."
Yeah, well, because Miami was not going to gift you, a whole lot of money there on an expiring contract if you were still on the roster by March 1st. So, and listen, there's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of thought that maybe a reunion with Mahomes and Andy Reid in Kansas City could be a possibility. Somebody is going to give him a contract. Somebody is going to sign him. Donnie, the only question is who, and I doubt very much he's going to want to go anywhere where they're rebuilding anything. So we'll see what happens here with Tyreek. I don't think we've heard the last of him.
Hard to find really good wide receivers, well, healthy ones that can still dominate, but also hard to find edge rushers here. Chubb wasn't bad for Miami last year, and they still felt the need to let him go, despite having close to 10 sacks last year. And the savings on the cap, Joe, I think it's only maybe $5, $6, $7 million, but apparently they're just looking to clean house, veteran voices out the door, new rebrand incoming.
Yeah, it was funny. Miami got him back in 2022. And they traded a first and a fourth round pick and also Chase Edmonds. Remember that name to the Broncos? Yep. Wow. It was a 5-year, $110 million contract with Miami. That's not going to work because he is absolutely. Although, listen, he had 8.5 sacks and 8 tackles for a loss 2 years ago, but it has not been great for Miami ever since here. But now, listen, as a hired gun, somebody, edge rushers like this, Donnie, somebody is going to grab him. Maybe the Bears, somebody that could use Dallas wouldn't shock me. Teams like that could use a little extra help here on the defensive side.
How about this story here? Browns safety Ronnie Hickman was a victim of assault early Monday morning at a New York City hotel and treated for minor injuries at an area hospital. Later released, and is now home resting with his family. The New York Post reported Hickman was jumped by a crew of thugs at a trendy Lower East Side hotel. Oh, no.
Yeah, at 4 a.m., Donnie, at 4 a.m., as he was walking into the trendy hotel. Yeah, so how's that work? What do you think might have been said or happened on the way to the hotel there at 4 a.m.? That's what I'm wondering.
Now, also, could he have been in line at one of the free grocery stores and got beat up because he cut in line? Never know. It's New York City. Things can happen all the time. But, 4 a.m. Nothing good happens, Joe, at 4 a.m. Be home, be tucked in, and relax here. The NFL, it is a business, Joe. Every single day feels like it means something, and it's designed that way. 365. 7 days to the combine, 21 days till free agency, 41 days to the annual meeting, 66 days to the draft, 86 days to the schedule release, training camp, only 147 days away and 206 days away from the 2026 season, Joe. 147 feels like a lot, but that is going to fly before you know it. Me and Joe are going to be talking about, look who showed up at training camp today. Can't wait for that.
Tick-tock here, Donnie. And again, March 1st is a big date because of, if you're still on the team, still on the roster, you got bonuses and everything else coming your way. So there could still be some guys that all of a sudden are going to be available to be signed here as teams decide to hit the reset button, and it's not just Miami.
It's Tag Tuesday in the NFL, Joe. NFL teams eligible to put the tags on the guys they don't think they might be able to re-sign. But understand this. The tag means you are really bad at your job as an NFL franchise because you tie up way too much money in a single player here. Hint, Jerry Jones does it every year, and that's why the Cowboys stink. Let's see if Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP, slaps that tag on him. I don't think that's going to happen, though, Joe. I don't.
Well, I don't think it's going to happen either, and because Schneider has already proven that that's not necessarily how he rolls here. But there are going to be some questions here, and I do think he's number one for Seattle to get it done, and he just earned himself a whole lot of money this past season there with Seattle. That's for sure.
These are the information notes that we need to see, and we have to keep making them public. When the teams, players talk about the ownership group, the head coaches, and the training staff, I want to hear it. Talking about the Buffalo Bills here. How about this? The union dropped the club in the overall rankings from previous years because issues that were raised by players that have not been addressed. Some of those issues are the current training staff is inadequate to help them recover, and travel continues to be the worst part of their experience because they do not have a comfortable amount of space when traveling, and a travel schedule itself is a source of significant dissatisfaction. You look at this and be like, hey, guys, it's a struggling company. You're lucky over here. Like, we can barely even get a bus to run. Like, if we get more money, we'll have it. No, that is a billion-dollar organization with a billion-dollar owner that goes, I just built myself a palace next door. Damn you if you want to be healthy on a flight here. Come
on. It kind of crazy, right, Donnie? But judging from that, the decisions that were made by Pegula and company there, does it really shock you that the Buffalo Bills players expressed significant dissatisfaction with the traveling aspect of it here? So doesn't shock me. You spent all that money for a stadium that nobody really asked for, which looks half like what the Ralph used to be. But hey, congratulations. Let's make sure the Buffalo Bills players are as uncomfortable as possible. Unreal.
Yeah, like, if you're the team owner, don't you treat it like you're supposed to be a family? That doesn't mean like everybody gets paid a ton of money here, because you still have to run it like a business. But when you want your players on the field to be at their best, doesn't it feel good as an owner? Like, man, I'm worth so much money. Hey, Josh, what do you guys need? Hey, you know what would be nice, Mr. Pegula? Can you get, like, you don't even have to get us a new plane. Can you just rent us a new plane on those weekends where we have those long flights with extra seats? Done deal, man. What do you want? Great Wi-Fi on there, laptops in every seat. You got it, man. And how about this, coach? When I come into the locker room after a long day of practice, like, the air conditioner isn't that good. You know what? We're going to get the best air conditioning unit you could possibly have when you're out there training. It's just simple adjustments to make your players better here. But how about this? The new stadium, work has been suspended. Oh, no. Did something collapse? No, there's been graffiti in certain secure locations that they have to check on now. What does that even mean? What are the people jumping into the actual stadium and spray painting in there, and now you can't complete your work? Stop. Come on.
What are we talking about here? I don't even know what any of that means. Like, seriously? You don't have, like, what are they even talking about, man? I mean, just the level of dysfunction in some of these spots is just, it's head-scratching, Donnie. It really is.
By the way, I believe this next story from NFL Rumors account here. Bills Josh Allen is the highest selling jersey in USA and Canada last season. I got a Josh Allen jersey on my wall, and I'm not even a fan of the Buffalo Bills. So I bought into it, and there you go.
Yeah, listen, that should be the least shocking story of the day there, Donnie. No kidding. And that's why there were a lot of people very upset where, unfortunately, they couldn't get out of the postseason there. He would have been a ratings bonanza there if he would have been able to make it to this year's Super Bowl. Big time.
Like the common fan. Like, we're not the common fans. We're going to watch the Super Bowl, enjoy it, and handicap it anyway. But the common fan just wants, like, oh, I heard that guy's name, or that's a big-time superstar, specifically at the quarterback position. And we certainly did not get that in the Super Bowl here. Maybe next year Josh can make it, and on a more comfortable plane, they can fly out to, where's the Super Bowl next year? L.A.? Yeah, come on. Look at that. L.A. Yeah. Look, the team doesn't want to fly on a cramped plane to L.A. from Buffalo, man. Make it happen here. John Harbaugh, he's making it happen in New York. Did you know, Joe, since 2008, this is the first time he's able to build his entire staff. And by the way, I got questions on his entire staff. Maybe he should have been since 2008, because the staff he built, I'm questioning it already, Joe.
Interesting, right? But listen, you want to give a guy a benefit of the doubt that has this kind of track record, and I'll do it. I mean, but listen, he's in the New York market now, which means when it doesn't work out, you know where the finger is going to be pointed, Donnie. So hopefully it's smooth sailing, at least early on, for him and his new coaching staff.
Most cap space in the NFL. You know what team that is? The Tennessee Titans, who just did a rebrand themselves. For what reason, I don't know, but they are getting a new stadium. But understand this. It's fun to have a lot of cap space, but you know what that means a lot? Just overpaying for players that you just have more money than the other team, and you go, what actually happened here? Why did I spend all that money? Good luck, Tennessee. Spend it wisely. We'll be right back after this break.